Hi, this is Scott Fuller again, back with Series 2 of the MLM Compensation Plans, the Unilevel. I'm going to turn it over again to our leader of the 500K Success Team, Ken Eggleston.
Afternoon, Scott. Appreciate you going ahead and getting us going on this second phase. We talk about the Unilevels today. Folks, just a quick background on myself. Besides being a professional network marketer, I retired as second in command of the 11th largest sheriff's department in the country, and actually got into network marketing back when I was in law school in about 1996. So it's been an interesting ride, and what I'm going to try and do is give you the insight that I've been able to glean from the years in the industry here. So let's move forward on the Unilevel today. The Unilevel pay plan, has, if you look at it, pay plans are certainly not the best overall. So the Unilevel plan has possibly the worst ability for you to earn with it. The question is, should you avoid it? If you're in a Unilevel right now or considering getting in a Unilevel, what I would tell you is it depends on how much money and time you have to invest in it to make it work. You see, the Unilevel is the grandfather of all plans. And by saying it's the grandfather of all plans, what I'm saying is that it has been around a long, long time. And it's really also about the simplest plan to explain and understand. So if you think about the number one, Unilevel's been around a long time, simplest plan to explain and understand, and it allows distributor, sponsor, frontline, and to go wide. And by that, just so you have an understanding of that, get out a piece of paper, draw a circle, take a line coming out of the center of that circle and drop down about 1/4 of an inch, then draw a straight line going from side to side. This is going to give you a visual picture. Now the Unilevel usually has specifically three legs, so if you drop down, create 3 lines coming down from that main line that you just drew, and then underneath that put the 3 circles. This in your mind is going to be how the Unilevel would appear. And what do I mean by just going wide? I mean that, for example, in the Unilevel, if you sponsor, let's say 27 people who can be there, you'll be their direct sponsor and essentially have all of them directly underneath you. The Unilevel is a very common plan. It's utilized today by companies like YTB, Send Out Cars, Tahitian Noni, Zango, new company launched called Juri, and ACN. They're all good companies. But overall, if we look at performance records for payouts to the reps, you'll see that they have overall poor success records for the average rep in general earnings. That is really the main factor that we want to get across with the Unilevel is, don't necessarily look at the company and the product. Look at the pay plan first and then back into the company and the product afterwards. Because if you're in this industry to make money, you need to make sure that you're going to be able to produce the numbers that come along. Now, wealth requires going deep in the Unilevel. There's no way for you to make significant money in the Unilevel in simply going wide. You have to force those legs to go deep. 90% of reps in the Unilevel and in network marketing in general are not going to do the type of numbers, sponsoring numbers, etc., in order to facilitate having a Unilevel pay them well. Because, again, 95% of distributors will never go to recruiter, but not for anybody else. When you look at the matrix and we talk about a pay plan design that's forced to pay out only moderate on your first levels, as you see on the PowerPoint right now, what I'm referring to is that you're going to, the plan itself doesn't pay out big numbers percentage-wise on those first couple of levels, and that's why 95% of reps will never make any significant money with this, because when it goes deep, you can make significant income, but the problem is that it's much harder for the little guy or gal in the MLM or network marketing industry to make serious money with this. And the bottom line is 95% of all network marketers are just little guys and gals out there trying to go ahead and build a home-based business. So 95% of the people aren't going to be able to earn the type of product that they, or the type of income that they should with this plan. The first few levels of the plan, as I mentioned, usually pay out very low. The average is 1 to 10% on each of the levels. The rest, or the remaining 90% of what would be paid out in compensations, is going to be generated really from the 10th level on down. And again, even though I said that the Unilevels have limited depth capacities, you're still options of them that are tied in is that you're paid extensively as the group blows out in depth. You still have, through your auto ships and then overrides, is where the money will start to come in. If you look at your big income earners in the Unilevel companies, you're going to find that they have sizable organizations that are 20, 30, 40,000 people in the groups in order to hit the top dollars. And that is not necessarily the case or the need to have those type of numbers in different compensation plans that we'll be talking about moving forward here. So just remember, Unilevel, massive numbers you're going to need to make significant income. And that really right there, as you look to the massive numbers, is going to be the question for you to go ahead and ask yourself. How are you going to create that type of sponsoring machine in order to produce the numbers? Don't go into this industry blind to what the realities are. This is an incredible industry. There are good companies out there with Unilevel pay plans, but study the pay plan and understand what it's going to take. What I'm saying here is do the math. You need to break out the math on this and go through the numbers so you understand exactly what is going to be required. Basically a Unilevel pay plan is forced to pay out moderate amount of percentage and total percentage over the first several levels in a person's organization, which I already touched on. So what ends up happening is a person finds the first one or couple of layers of the plan paying anywhere from, as I just pointed out, 1 to say 10%. The rest of the remaining percentage is spread out in a number of ways throughout any number of levels, usually 7 to 9 levels through that process, and then going deep. It means a person, again, requires an absolute ton of people in order to make serious money. You see, if a person crunches the numbers within a Unilevel MLM plan to figure out just exactly how many people are required to make the commissions add up to 100%, then that person will know how many other people he or she need to get or sponsor into this or have in their organization to break even on money spent on product, assuming all who join order required volume or monthly auto ships. First thing you need to be able to tell somebody when you sit down with them, or be able to tell yourself, how many people am I going to need to have on board in order for the overhead to go away? So if after crunching the numbers a person finds out that they need to have 25 people in their organization to make a total of 100% commission to cover their overhead, then that's the magic break-even status number that you need to know. Goes to a very small amount. In addition to that, the attrition is extremely high, meaning the dropout ratio, and retention is low. And unless you want to be basically a hamster on a treadmill running continuously, bringing new people in, attrition should be something that you're primarily focused on, and getting that retention rate to stay above the 40-50% mark. If you can get retention at 50% or better, then you are certainly in a situation to have a very, very good payout. So remember, please go ahead and go to the bottom here and fill out information if you'd like to review our team and consider joining our team. We'd certainly love to train you and help you for success in this industry. So with that, Scott, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and I'll look forward to doing the next session.
Okay, Ken, thanks very much. Again, that was a lot of good information. I'm sure the folks appreciate learning this, and hopefully it'll help them make a good informed decision and possibly avoid any mistakes in the future. If you'd like to learn more about the compensation plans with multi-level marketing, please stay tuned. There'll be more series coming. In the meantime, you can go to www.500ksuccessteam.com to learn more and to send us your information so we can contact you and send you some more information, or you can call me at 954-732-2112 or send me an email at successcoaches@aol.com. Thank you.